Hey there, Sally here with Detailers Growth. In this video, I'm going to go over the 6 different text blasts so you can get the most out of New Year's. So real quick, before we dive in, text blasts have been something that have been working really well this holiday season for our clients. Everything from Black Friday, Thanksgiving, and even the holiday season that we just passed. A lot of our clients saw a ton of success with text blasts. So text blasts are something that I don't see being utilized a lot that I think can make a big impact on your business. So without further ado, let's dive right in. Let me make myself a little bit smaller here. And this is a presentation that we put together so you can see the different text blasts so you can copy and paste. I'll even put this Google slideshow in the description so you can check them out for yourself and copy and paste them into your CRM. And I'll also show you how to actually implement these text blasts in your CRM. So let's dive right in. Okay, when it comes to text blasts, the biggest thing I see a lot of detailers struggling with is what to offer. What will get the biggest response? So an offer is something that we want to make super interesting to entice them, to get them to take in action. So here we have 5 different examples, and these are all examples that we've tested and are seeing a lot of success with clients. So first is dollar amount off. So this would be 1, 2, 3, 4, $500 off your ceramic coating packages. This is really good because it gives somebody a good idea of the discount that they'll be getting. Next is what I like to consider more of as a free add-on. So get a free wheel or glass coating added to your package. So this works really well for entry-level coating packages. Even if it's something that you include in your package, I think just offering it as a freebie could really entice people to get them to take action, right? So to give you a call, to come in person, or to schedule. Number 3 here we have, this one is probably the most effective one. This is really good for holiday specials. This is really good for 4th of July specials, which is get one vehicle coated, get the next vehicle of equal or lesser value half off or 25% off. But we've noticed that half off works the best. This is the one that's worked the best, both in advertising and as text blasts. This just gets the best response. And the cool thing with this offer is that you could use it as a great way to really build up your clientele with coatings. Because I'm sure you have a good base of customers when it comes to interior detailing. But then when it gets to coatings, it's like, how can we get somebody to not just bring one vehicle, but multiple vehicles? Okay, so the next one is get a free mini interior detail with your ceramic coating booking. So this one is pretty clear. And all of these text blasts, by the way, we have specific wording for. That way, if you want to use one, you can use it as inspiration, or you can just copy and paste to send out to your interior detail or your coating customers. And last one, I would say this is probably the least effective one out of the 5, which is just a percentage off. Depending on how you word this, the reason why we don't see a lot of success with the percentage off is because it's not super clear to somebody on exactly what they're getting in exchange for booking with you. Yes, they are getting 10% off, but then you have to give them a quote, then they have to do the math, and then it becomes a little bit tricky on exactly what that looks like. But percentage off we've seen to be effective, just not as effective as the other 4. And one quick note that I want to mention with all of these offers is please be sure to adjust your pricing to account for the discount. So with the dollar amount off, if you're going to take off $200 off your coating packages, please anchor that price with an additional $200. That way your pricing remains the same. So let's go to option 1. Option 1 here, new year, new shine. I'm not going to read this out loud just because I want to get through these pretty quickly, but here you can see on the left hand of what it looks like once they receive the message, and here in the Google slide here, you can copy and paste this wording here. So this offer here is using the $200 off all of our ceramic coating packages. It has 3 benefits and a good hook to get them to click on the text. By the way, one thing about all of these texts is that they are A2P compliant, meaning we're not using over-the-top wording, we're not going crazy with the emojis, we're not making false claims, and they are A2P compliant, which will make the deliverability a lot stronger than, over-the-top wording that just may end up in the spam filter. Okay, option 2, start off the new year with a car that shines like new. This offer is using the free wheel/glass coating. You could use both, either or. And then one thing I do want to know with this one is it does offer an expiration date of January 31st. I would add an expiration date to all of the text blasts because if you put a timeline on it, somebody's more likely to take action. They're just on a shorter timeline. It's something that won't be here forever, and that's something we want to make apparent. And this one also has reply yes to claim this offer. So one thing with this text blast is when you shoot it out, a lot of people are going to respond. So you want to make sure which ones are responding to this specific text blast versus a lead that you're communicating with. So if you get them to respond yes, now you know that that is a text blast lead. Okay, option 3, this is the BOGO 50% off. Got 2 cars, I need some love. This new year, get 1 vehicle coded with us, get the second of equal or less value, 50% off. And again, this has the call to action with the expiration date. Very important there. And then this is the 4th option. This one is using the $2 off with different wording. Option 5, here we have the mini interior detail with the coating. And this is just kind of a more clean car look and feel angle just to kick off the new year. The clean car inside and out. Again, this primarily emphasizes the coating itself. Option 6, ready to turn heads. This one is the percentage off. All of these, one thing that I do want to mention is that we keep all of these very short. You know, we don't want to overwhelm somebody with a big wall of text. And another thing to keep in mind is the formatting, right? We want to make it super easy to read. We want to make it to where if somebody skims it, they're still going to get the main idea and the offer itself. I would not recommend putting it all together in one block of text because that will decrease the chances of somebody actually reading it and even less on them taking an action. Okay, so those were the 6 different text blasts with the 5 different offers that we're seeing work really well. Go ahead and try these out. Send these to your existing leads or your previous customers. I would recommend both. But let us know what else you would find useful, right? We want to make more educational videos like this that you would find useful, things that are actionable. So just shoot us a text at this number, 509-713-1688, or book a call at our website. Okay, so now that we got the text blasts and you can kind of see what those look like, let me go ahead and just let's go to option 1 as an example. So I'm going to go to this, I'm going to copy and paste this, and I'm going to show you guys how to implement this in your CRM. So the CRM that we used is called Go High Level. Highly recommend it. I love it. A lot of our clients will use our CRM to communicate with leads, manage their leads, and have in some advanced automations. And they'll use another CRM like OrbisX to communicate with their customers. What we're seeing a lot of clients do is just put both into one list to send out for text blast, email. A lot of the CRMs out there have this functionality though. So find one that you love the best and go with that one. So here I am in the Go High Level CRM. I'm going to contacts and I'm going to select all my leads. So I want to make sure that I have all the leads. This is just a dummy account, so there's only 9 records in here. But these are test leads. I want to select them all. And then one other thing is if you do have a list bigger than a couple hundred, you can go to more filters. And one thing I would automatically recommend is D&D. So we want to make sure that we're not getting anybody who has D&D on for text messages. D&D just means do not disturb. We don't want to contact people who have opted out of getting our texts. So I'm going to go ahead and apply that filter and exit out of this. So I have all my records selected. And then I want to go to send an SMS. It's going to give us this pop-up just letting us know that these will be performed over time. I'm going to proceed. I'm going to do our CRM phone number. And I'm just going to paste that text that I had selected. And just double check the wording, double check the spelling. Go ahead and make sure that the formatting looks good. Make sure there's a space between, the different paragraphs and the lines. And then we don't want to send these out all at once, especially if you have a bigger list. I would say anything over 100 people in your contact list, we don't want to send at once. We want to send this in a drip mode. So I'm going to do New Year's text blast. It just requires the action name here. So today is the 30th of December. I want these to go out on New Year's Day or the day after. I would do New Year's Day. And I want these to go out at the opening of business, which is 9 a.m. my time. And then when it comes to the batch quantity, I would basically take your entire list. So let's say you have 1,400 people in there, just to use not round numbers. So let's say you have 1475, right? Let's go ahead and divide that by the 8 hours in the day, and it's going to give us 184. And then we're going to divide that by 2 to give us the number that we want to send out every 30 minutes. So we want to do this in batches of 93, just going to round up. And then we want to do this every 30 minutes. And then if you don't want to send out a text blast on Saturday or Sunday, you can just deselect those. And then just to make sure we're sending them out in the right time window, I'm going to just go to 9 a.m. here. Perfect. And then I'm going to do the ending at the close of business. So for Sal's Auto Detailing, we close at 5 p.m., 9 to 5 p.m. Monday through Friday. I don't want our leads to get this text blast on the weekends if, you know, the list is big enough. So from there, you would just click send, and then it's scheduled to go out. And it is that easy. Cool thing about this CRM is you can also add in custom fields. With these text blasts, I wouldn't recommend adding in their name or their vehicle information just yet. But yeah, that's essentially how you would send out that text blast with these that we have over here. So go ahead and give those a try. Let me know what kind of results you see from these text blasts. A lot of our clients have seen success with these kind of text blasts, so I just want to share the information with you. Without further ado, I will see you guys later.